Hey, Nick, what do you think about the Child's Play remake?
Cash grab.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of News Flash. So I imagine by now you've probably already heard about the Child's Play remake being made by MGM at the same time that Don Mancini's franchise continues, as well as a new TV series. To many fans, it seemed like a bit of a punch in the face, and also seemed like a betrayal to Don Mancini himself, since you're completely making a new franchise while his is going on. Other than sharing on Twitter that he had nothing to do with the project, Don Mancini really hasn't said anything about the remake until now. On a recent episode of the podcast Postmortem, Don Mancini had this to say, quote, MGM retained the rights to the first movie, so they're rebooting that. They asked David Kirshner and I if we wanted to be executive producers. We said no thank you because we have our ongoing thriving business with Chucky. Obviously my feelings were hurt. You know, I had just done 2 movies. Forgive me if I sound defensive. They were both at 83% Rotten Tomatoes. Even though they didn't get theatrical releases, they were well regarded. And I did create the character and nurture the franchise for 3 fucking decades. So when someone says, oh yeah, we'd love to have your name on the film, it was hard not to feel like I was being patronized. They just wanted our approval, which I strenuously denied them. I hesitate to say too much about it because I don't want to sound like I'm belly aching too much. But the producers of that movie are the producers of It. How would they feel if there was some legal loophole that allowed David Kirshner and I to swoop in and make our own It movie with our own version of Pennywise and say, hey guys, we'd love to put your names on it. I imagine they wouldn't like it. That's how I feel. The people who are making that movie, they don't know how it's going to affect my livelihood. It's not just a paycheck, it's very personal. MGM screwing with that, potentially. Oof. As we have already discussed in the past on our podcast, this remake seems completely unnecessary. And now knowing how much harm it may do to Mancini, it's hard to support the film. I understand that MGM is just trying to make a quick buck here, and I do respect the direction that they are taking, but the fact that they had to do it in spite of another respected filmmaker hurts a little bit. Regardless, we will keep you up to date on all news surrounding this Child's Play remake, so if you're not already, make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss an update in the future. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like and let us know in the comments below what you think about the Child's Play remake. But with that, of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.